Ready to thrive? Ready to transcend? Propel your life and business forward with energetic feng shui. When I grew up, I didn't feel safe and didn't have a space of my own. Imagine a world in which you have a sense of belonging, where you feel inspired, empowered, and connected. I believe we are all connected through energy and when we speak our truth. To make this world a reality, I created an interdisciplinary system called energetic business feng shui, which builds a bridge to this more ideal world. I took traditional feng shui, which is the subtle charges of electromagnetic energies and frequencies surrounding us, combined it with human design and other success systems. This new system relates to quantum physics, which is the study of matter and energy at the most fundamental level. Energetic business feng shui is about how you feel in a space. Life is about feeling good. If you feel good, you are more motivated, inspired, and creative. This unique system designs and restructures your life and business, which enables you to be more successful. This technology is scalable anywhere, from an individual wanting healthier relationships and family life, more wealth and abundance, to multi-million-dollar corporations. I am committed to empower my clients to overcome challenges and thrive. I create beautiful business environments you'll never want to leave, where you and your teams can be mindful, present, and focused. You'll see endless possibilities, more than you ever imagined. My husband and I started what is now a multi-million-dollar business in a garage with a well-worn Toyota truck with a lien on it and a $5,000 loan. We had no money. Our fortune changed when I became a Western feng shui master. Using energetic business feng shui, we paid back that $5,000 loan and generated over 2,000 times more in revenue. Money is energy. The primary principle of energetic business feng shui is where energy flows, money goes. We use this principle to increase our business revenues 88% during COVID. Energetic business feng shui is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your dreams. Breathe that in. Life ebbs and flows like water flowing over rocks and boulders. Having energetic business feng shui as a tool will support you to overcome challenges and propel you to thrive. Is energy in your business, organization, or life flowing or stagnant? Does your energy need to be activated? Are boulders blocking your way? If so, flow over them. Allow your thrive to come through. In 2007 to 2009, our business almost went bankrupt as the global economy tanked, heading into the Great Recession. My thoughts were racing with, we could lose everything: our business, our home, our children's dreams of going to college. Sadly, to survive, we had to let go of most of our employees. We were devastated. We consider our employees family. Desperate, I assessed the physical environment and the few remaining employees, including myself. I dove deep, triggered by decisions made about compensation. As a conditioned people pleaser, I smoothed things over and remained silent. I thought my emotions were getting in the way of my business communications and decisions. They were not. I discovered my emotions are my biggest asset. Your emotions indicate how you feel. Your feelings connect you to your intuition, which is your internal GPS satellite system. My silence was killing my business. Addressing my concerns and restructuring our business resulted in a 180-degree turnaround. While other businesses failed, we thrived. Then COVID hit. I assessed the physical space again, replaced the floors and window coverings and painted the walls, and swapped out dusty fake plants for fresh new live ones. I assessed the employees. Thankfully, most employees that weren't right for our company left on their own. Losing the demanding and controlling manager who lacked people skills and was untrainable, our rose bush was magically pruned. We restructured human resources and created our A+ team with the right people in the right position with the right compensation. Energetic business feng shui analyzes your human design DNA codes to determine how you function in communication, business, and life, revealing which positions would make you and your team thrive. If you're not already, you might want to take notes. Energetic business feng shui has 2 pillars. Pillar number 1 is about space. Learn more in my March 2022 article, Create Your Flow. Get your copy at fengshuibusinessconsultant.com. Pillar number 2 is about people. It has 3 components: the right people in the right position with the right compensation. First, the right people. Mindset, training, and networking set your people up for success. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, you work at your highest potential. For example, my client Marty says, before working with Deborah, I struggled with my business. Our work together changed my mindset, business, and life. Marty was the right person with the wrong mindset. With a new energetic business success mindset, Marty went from working for a chiropractor to working with Hollywood stars. With this new mindset, Marty saw possibilities he never knew existed, changed his position, and skyrocketed his income. Second, the right position. Joe was in outside sales. He couldn't close a sale to save his life. In customer service, using his extensive product knowledge, he thrived. Michael, an executive, learned his sweet spot was innovation and initiating projects, not implementing them. Delegating projects to his A+ team allowed him to create products, a new division, and double his revenues. Third, the right compensation. When salespeople are paid a straight salary, they usually never sell a thing. Paying a base salary plus commission with incentives, matching their compensation with performance, sales will skyrocket. One client arbitrarily handed out bonuses. Employees came to expect it. One non-performing employee quit because he didn't get a bonus. Thank God he left. That was the best thing that could have ever happened. His leaving was good for the company. What will happen when you have an A+ team? Remember, where energy flows, money goes. Are you ready to thrive? I hope I inspired you to take action. Let's get started. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Deborah. So over to you, DTMs. Over to you, Toastmaster Cynthia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saab. Appreciate that. And now we have questions for Deborah. Can you put them in the chat or raise your hand? And Kathleen, could you walk through me and see if anyone's hands raised, or just unmute your mic? And you could ask any questions at all. Gary, your mic's unmuted. Did you have a question?
Oh, no, it was a wonderful speech. It really made me think about my own space that I have here and how I'm interacting with folks. And it's was very enlightening. So thank you, Deborah.
Great.
Thank you.
And there's a couple of chats in here. Swarna said, Deborah, lovely presentation. How do we understand what is right for us? Ooh, that's a good question. How do we understand what is right for us?
When we understand ourselves, we can be happier and motivated and more successful in life. There's many ways to do that. One of the ways is to understand your human design. And understanding your human design does help you learn how you function in life and what's the best position for you in your career. Human design is the DNA codes that we were born with. We all have our own unique design, and it's very easy to get your chart, and it's something that I could support you in finding out if you're interested. And I put my website in the chat. But yeah, human design is an example of it is once I learned the designs of my boys and my husband, life became so much easier, because once I learned that I have twin boys. Once I learned that my sons needed to think that an idea was theirs first, I was always doing the shoulds, which is, you should do this, you should, giving unwanted advice. I learned how to plant the seed, have them think it's their own idea. And yeah, so there's many tricks or tools using human design.
To understand yourself better. Great. And any other questions here? Let me check the chat. There's nothing in the chat right now. So I have a question, if that's okay.
Sudarshan had raised his hand.
Oh, great. Sudarshan, yes, please.
So first of all, thank you very much for that talk. It resonates with me at so many levels that I can't begin to explain. But let me ask you this one question, which as someone that runs big teams and has just become an entrepreneur recently, I grapple with this very often. Sometimes in a high performing team, you have people that are willing to take the initiative and people who are self-starters. However, it is important to rein them in a little bit at times, because the rest of the team probably may not be as capable as them, and therefore you need to allow for everyone to grow and to come to a point where they can all contribute together. So how do you deal with such problems? I mean, it's a problem that's actually a good problem, but how do you deal with it?
I can go back to human design. There are people that are meant to be the, let's just say, generators. That's one of the human designs. Those generators are meant to be the busy bees. They have, they're like having a battery inside them, an energizer bunny. They have so much energy, and those people are usually, they are meant to be the workers, the worker bees. And then there are manifestors. Manifestors are very good at managing people, would be good at managing a team. So if you know your employees' human design, the generators usually are not the initiators. They're usually the followers. They follow the leaders. Not to say they can't be a leader, they can be. It's just knowing how each person functions. That way you can set up your team to be more effective and successful. Then there's the projectors, which I'm a projector. We are meant to be the advisors of the world. And so we gather knowledge and then we share our knowledge with the world. We can lead a team also, but the manifestors work well with projectors. And then there's manifestor generators who can do both. So it's very important to understand and make sure that everybody's in the right position for them, because then they can be more effective. So my component of feng shui, energetic business feng shui, is putting the right people in the right position with the right compensation. Another example I have is in our company, we at one time were not paying our outside salespeople the right compensation. And so my stories are real about when outside salespeople are on salary only, they don't sell a thing. So making sure you give them incentive to sell, you give them, a base salary plus, commission, and then they are motivated. So it's understanding each employee and how they function is essential to having an A+ team.
Great. Anyone else have a question? Well, I'll ask my question. You said you raised your income by your revenues by 88%. So how did that work? I mean, you move some furniture around, you add some colors. What made that? How did that happen?
Well, during the recession and during COVID, we basically, I mean, it was in a way we cleaned house. So we had employees that were in the wrong position, not performing, and so it kind of helped. It was really a good thing for us. We started to use energetic business feng shui and some of the success systems with it, and started hiring outside salespeople, especially, and that had product knowledge. And I started to go in and assess the current employees, the ones that were still remaining, and again used human design and some other systems, personality tests, there's lots of different let's just say tests you can give people to help determine how they function. We started putting people in different positions. We did have we had some outside salespeople that was the wrong position for them. And they were stressed out because selling was not their thing. So we found another spot for them. And the ones that didn't work out, we did have to lay some people off. So besides going in and looking at the space and rearranging things and putting colors in the right spot, it was the most important thing that changed everything was hiring the right people for the right position and putting with the right compensation. Once that happened, our sales skyrocketed. It was like, oh, why didn't we do this before? So we learned along the way what not to do. And so that led us to know what to do. It's like it was the salespeople, not just the salespeople, but there was also supply chain problems. And we learned, we put the right person in the right position in purchasing and made sure that we always ordered inventory, extra inventory. So we were not, we didn't just order as needed, because there's certain theories about on-time inventory and management where you just order what's needed. But because we didn't follow that theory, we had the supplies when there was to sell to our customers when other people didn't have the inventory and supply. So it was a combination of going in and really assessing our employees and creating our A+ team.
Great, great. And I think it's important to have a good space that feels good to the employees as well, that it makes them motivated, inspired, and they can generate things then. That's great. So you combine those two things. And I think that's the end of our questions, right, Toastmaster Saad? Okay.
Yes, it is actually.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Deborah. Did you have some final words to say?
I just say, just remember, energy is everything and everywhere. And it's important to know, is your energy flowing? Because where energy flows, money goes.
Great.